Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
Sorry, Will.
The f*** you say to me, you little shit?
Postal 2 is a completely innocent game about doing day errands, with running themes including obeying the law and respecting your fellow man.
I'm a bitch.
Guess I better find the drop box. Now the flowers grow.
Oh, God.
Do you suppose this is covered by the Second Amendment?
Okay, I lied. It's about being a black-pilled sociopath murdering everyone in eyeshot as you go about an otherwise very regular week. Postal 2 earned something of a name for itself, getting banned in Malaysia, Australia, Germany, New Zealand, and Sweden for high-impact violence, animal cruelty, homophobia, racial ethnic stereotypes, as well as being able to piss off everyone and piss on everyone. It didn't help that the game was released at the peak of the whole video games is violence craze in the early 2000s, where jaded wine mums attempted to get every video game banned. Because of the themes of the game, Postal 2 is often labelled to this day as crude, obscene, ultra-violent, and borderline psychotic. But what if this game didn't have to be like that? Maybe the problem is not with the game, but it's with the players who choose to be little Hitlers. Games don't kill people, people kill people. Games just give you a funny idea of what you're supposed to do. So today, we're going to be good boys and complete Postal 2 without killing anyone. So let's get right into it. First things first, we gotta pick our difficulty. I chose Insano. In Postal 2, the higher the difficulty, the deadlier the weapons the NPCs have. Anything above Insano, though, is completely unplayable without the use of violence, because everyone is packing military-grade RPGs and will immediately use them if they so much as see you. Monday. We gotta pick up a paycheck, cash the paycheck, and get milk. Simple enough. We pick up our paycheck at the Running with Scissors dev office, get the sack, and then we wait for the building to be raided by mums against video games. The irony was completely wasted on me until I started writing this script. We then head to the bank to cash said paycheck. Now, the game expects you to patiently wait in line, cash the check, and then wait for bank robbers to show up so you can murder them and then be on your merry way. I, on the other hand, immediately thought, fuck waiting, I'm not doing that, I'm not waiting in line for anything. So I just walked into the vault, took my money, plus a little extra, and then the bank celebrated my can-do attitude with a celebration alarm and the police officers gathering for a piñata party. Except I was the piñata. As much as I enjoy getting hit with sticks, I decided to make like my father and leave to get some milk. Off we pop to the corner shop, we grab the milk, and then we're presented with our next conundrum. Another line. Now, I could be a normal, responsible member of society and wait and pay normally. I tried waiting for about 20 seconds until attention deficit kicked in and it decided to shoplift. Except the fucking shutters come down and it becomes impossible to leave the shop. I'm not really left with much choice here. I suppose I'm just gonna have to give in and wait in. Oh shit, there's a back door. The environmental storytelling tells me this is where the owner lives, and in true Muslim custom, I was warmly welcomed by his many wives. I've nothing bad to say about my gracious host, except it was a tad difficult to leave, given that the exit was completely sealed off. Leaving through the front door wasn't an option, so I had to get creative. I would say Monday was a success. On to Tuesday. The most popular day in this game, we go to confess our sins, get people to sign a petition, return a book, and get an autograph from the late Gary Coleman. But first, I've actually got a couple extra errands to run. It's dawned on me that I'm missing the tools to fight back if a large group of people decide to open fire on me. So if I'm missing the tools to end lives, I need to find some to keep me alive. The tool in question? Drugs. Specifically crack and catnip. In Postal 2, if you smoke crack, it sets your health to 125, and catnip can slow down the flow of time so I can quicksilver my way through dicey situations. The only withdrawal is withdrawal. When the effect ends, it takes a big chunk out of your health, but you can avoid this by smoking more crack. There's nothing wrong with smoking drugs. The problem only comes when you stop smoking drugs. That's why you get more drugs.
Tell you what, that crack is really Moorish.
I spent the next half an hour gathering as much crack and catnip as my hands could carry. Housekeeping. Whoa, what the hell have I just walked in on? Housekeeping. Oh. I mean, it's not looking good for you, but you know what happens between two consenting adults is no concern of mine. Lovely drugs. Are you still here? Go home and delete some Choir Boys off your hard drive. And the last thing we need? Cash. Cash is in the bank. And given that I just very successfully robbed the bank, I know that it can be done again. At least once a day. I made another visit to the bank, and then off to get people to sign my petition. Getting signatures was a little bit of a struggle.
Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
To be honest, I too would rather kill myself than get stopped by charity workers or activists. Well played, Omar. On the way to church to confess my sins, I tried and failed to gather more signatures. And to be honest, I too would rather shoot an activist than sign their petition. Fair play, Ibrahim. We get to the confessional and... yeah, I'm not waiting in that. Luckily, I do know a skip. If we go downstairs and take the donation box, the priest attending it will try to murder me. But for whatever reason, something somewhere explodes. And next thing you know, no line. This might have something to do with Insano difficulty specifically. Everyone just has explosives on hand, and it's not uncommon for NPCs to blow themselves up or set themselves and many others on fire. So, we can use that to our advantage. If we cause a small kerfuffle, I can juke the NPCs around until they blow themselves up with their own grenades, sticks of dynamite, or just walk into something on fire. After telling the priest how very naughty we are, the church is having a little bit of a religious dispute with the locals. To be honest, I too would rather blow myself up than go to church. So, you know, fair play, Karim. After witnessing a lot of self-immolation, I smoke some crack and make my way to the library. We go to return the book and... oh shit, no, there's just a drop-off point here. Nice. Alright, easy. No problem. One problem. Everything's on fire. The idea of this level is you're supposed to escape this burning building and avoid the activists shooting you and throwing grenades. But with the magic of crack and a fuck this mentality, I actually found a skip and just avoided the whole sequence entirely. Jumped off a balcony and made my way to the exit. We continue on with the day, but first, a quick piss break. Now off to the mall, where we meet Gary Coleman and get him to sign my book. Don't worry, we've seen lines before, and this is just a test to see if we're able to disperse the line. Perhaps if I piss off everyone, a firefight will break out, everyone will kill each other, and next thing you know, the line is gone. That worked like a charm. But it all went to shit after I tried to share a moment with Gary kicking a body, and then he just turned on me. Okay, plan B. Instead of pissing off everyone, we piss on everyone. They'll be grossed out and leave, and... okay, yeah, that wasn't my best idea. What if I just piss on the floor instead and...
Get on the ground!
yeah, no, I don't know why I thought that would work either. Well, you know what? I'm left with no choice. I have to patiently wait in line. That was genuinely the hardest 4 minutes of my life. After Gary signs our book, the police rock up and try to arrest Gary, because Gary was born with more melanin than the state of Arizona allows. Racially profiling him, if you will. I hung about to see how the end of that fight would go. Gary came out on top. And as a celebration, I tricked Gary into signing my petition. We then head home to end the day. Wednesday. We vote for Yee, get a Christmas tree, and see Dad for a little pee. But first things first, I need to make a noisy withdrawal at the bank. We go to the voting booth, and it was actually pretty seamless. Until I somehow drew aggro and had to bolt it. I then make my way to get a Christmas tree, turn my back on something for 2 seconds, and everything is on fire. This was a fairly normal thing in my run. I'd casually make my way around the map, I'd turn my back, hear a woman scream, next thing you know, everything's alit. Not entirely sure I did wrong, but I did something. Before getting the tree, I realised that we're in the park and there's an awful lot of people enjoying a lovely picnic, leaving food all over the floor. In Postal 2, food heals, and boy did I need as many health items as I could find. So I did what I do best, smoke some crack, steal some food, run for my life, and hope that a stray grenade kills my pursuers. Eventually, I stumbled upon the Christmas tree that I needed, but the local rednecks didn't take too kindly to me taking their shit. So I did what I did best, smoke some crack, take their shit, run, and hope that a stray grenade kills my pursuers. Now to visit Dad. Getting there, I took a wrong turn into a ditch, found a couple tunnels. Next thing I know, I'm in a James Bond villain-ass secret lair, and something tells me I wasn't welcome. So there's only one thing left to do. Smoke catnip and Lightning McQueen my way out the fucking building. Oh shit, I took a wrong turn. Shit. Hold on, I gotta go back the way I came now. Fuck. We piss on the wrong Dad. Shitting Jesus. Alright, die. Oh my god. Fire has never let me down. Fire has suddenly let me down. It's gonna take like 40 minutes to kill him, isn't it? You know what? Fuck this. Yeah. Ooh. You know what? We'll call it a draw. We piss on the correct dad. We get jumped, abducted.
I'm the damn gimp.
I want to leave this place. After many deaths, I managed to piss, bunny hop, and parkour my way to a swift escape. Easy peasy. Except all my stuff is gone. I lost all the catnip, crack, food I took from those people. My entire life savings, as well as a few other people's life savings, gone. I didn't realize that all my shit was kept in a room that I just walked past while I was trying not to get shot and killed. And to add insult to injury, there's a fucking chicken run conveyor belt afterwards that auto-saved over, and I can't go back to get it. Also, the door I left from is locked, so in short, I just permanently lost all of my shit. It would seem that during my time as a sex slave, the one person whom fucked me the hardest was myself. We then had to get our old clothes back. But being broke, I actually couldn't afford to buy back my clothes. So I just walked in, stole them, went home, and wrote off the day. On to Thursday, named as such because it's the third day of the week. We get napalm, get crotchy, get steaks, get some and pay for a parking ticket. But first, I made my way to the napalm factory and get some napalm. Seems easy enough. Except, in true Postal 2 fashion, everything ignites. If something in Postal 2 is not on fire, it's just not on fire yet. We make an escape, and we're out. We return to the mall to pick up a crotchy toy.
We be all sold out and shit.
Sold out my ass. There's always some in the back. Let me go check. Ah, they have one in the back. They always have one in the back. The police get involved. I have no idea why, because for the last 4 days I've been stealing at least over $1,000 from the bank, but the entire NYPD show up just for one fucking plastic toy. Going through this hall gave me an idea. Did you know that fire spreads? And in Postal 2, it spreads very quickly. So I had an idea, next time I'm set on fire, I should just run into more people to set them on fire, almost as a defensive maneuver. A self-immolation, if you will. Keeping that one in my back pocket for later. Upon leaving the back rooms, Crotchy is waiting for us. I don't think you understand, Crotchy. I'm not locked in here with you. In fact, I'm not locked in here at all. See ya. We then go to the butcher's to get some steaks. The butchers didn't like us getting steaks. This whole area holds a very dark secret that I didn't really quite understand. Everything here looks normal. Off to the police station to pay a fine. I paid it with no problems whatsoever. On the second attempt. The first time I tried, I might have dropped the ball a little. Alright, what's going on here then? Oh, bad drugs. What did I do wrong? Tell me what I did wrong. Don't worry, no bother, just passing through, no bother at all. No, bother. They're coming out of the walls. They're everywhere, oh god. Oh, stuck, I'm stuck. No, please. Oh, you know what? It's come to this. Fuck this. Oh, that's cool. Sorry. I just want to leave, sorry. Alright, is there anything worthwhile? Oh, go away. Oh, I found something. Sorry. I just want to... Sorry, I just want to leave. You go too. Go. Oh god, I just want to leave, please. I don't want to do this. Well, at least there's no more people to kill, so... Oh, for fuck's sake. Prison break! Riot! Turns out the optimal killing method is just waiting around corners and... Oh, unless they do that, what the hell? Officers, don't worry, it's quite alright. This is a pacifist run. But I went back and fixed it, that doesn't count. TFIF. Thank Friday, it's fuck. We have to get an alternator for our car, pick up a package, and remember Uncle Dave's big day. But there's a hidden fourth task. Go to a clinic. When I pee, it hurts. Turns out it's gonorrhea, and I have to get it checked. In Postal 2, it hurts when you piss. Turns out it's gonorrhea, and you have to get it checked out. But you can skip this if you just don't pee. But first, to the scrapyard, we get the part and attacked by dogs. And I made a discovery. I had no idea that throughout this whole time I've been passively collecting dog biscuits. Turns out if you feed a dog biscuit, he becomes your friend. I pacified every dog this way, and now I have an army of loyal canine companions. I don't have to get my hands dirty, the dogs do. Now, the rest of the day is going to be an absolute cakewalk for me, and nope, that didn't happen. They all caught fire almost immediately. Welp was good while it lasted. We then head to the post office. And you know what? For once this time, I'm going to pay for the goods, no funny business, no snatch and grab. I'm going to do the mentally healthy thing and be a normal human being. The postman caught fire almost immediately. And now I have to leave through the back door, something the workers didn't take too kindly to. But to be fair, you locked down the entire post office. I got set fire to a few times, and then this became the perfect opportunity to test my new defense plan, the self-immolation immolation. Weirdly, it works like a fucking charm. But I was forgetting the fundamentals of my strategy. I had been forgetting to smoke crack. We smoked some crack and had another fuck this mentality, and I managed to find a skip towards the end of the post office. We go to Uncle Dave's, who seemed to have found himself in a bit of a Ruby Ridge situation. If you don't know what that is, look it up, educate yourself, and distrust your government. We find him, give him the gift, and quietly make our exit. Oh, Jesus. Ah, surprise, everyone's on fire. You know, let's keep it that way, they look like they're cooling down a bit. Go on. You get a hug, yes. A little bit of self-immolation for everyone. Now, I'll be on my merry way. Good evening. And loudly make our exit. So apparently now, Armageddon is happening. I mean, to be honest, Armageddon wasn't really that bad. The worst thing I saw was a single cat fall from the sky, so I go home and the game ends. What the fuck is a Chinese Postal dude? Overall, Postal 2 is a cool game. I can understand why it got banned. I can also understand why it's such a loved game. It's got such a dedicated fan base who managed to create mods that basically create entirely new games out of it. They've also managed to support the franchise through thick and thin. Mostly through thick. Or thin. Whatever one's the bad one. My only criticism is with the base game, it's a little bare bones.
Normally, I'd expect a fancy cinematic to explain such a crucial story element.
And in my opinion, it's definitely unfinished. It did have a lot of development problems, and you can definitely see that through the final product.
We ain't got no budget for pigeon missions.
But postal difficulty spikes and community challenges can make it, a bit more fun. It adds a little extra layer of challenge. And even though the Pacifist run was just running away from everything, smoking drugs, and setting people on fire with my burning body, it was still a really fun experience. If you haven't played Postal 2, I recommend you go and play it. Give the 0 kills run a shot, and if you're a complete psycho, maybe try postal difficulty. Let me know what you think of Postal 2 in the comments. If I had to score it, I'd give it a final overall score of... As always, thanks so much for watching my videos. Please consider subscribing for more niche and weird video game contents and reviews. Comment saying if you played this game, or just what you think of it. You may have missed them, but I got 2 other videos I released alongside this one, so feel free to check that out and let me know what you think of them there. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Good luck, have fun, and take it easy.